Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Casey, anybody here?
Just name.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, we almost match here.
He's on hard.
Which one?
Is the mayor?
Derek's the one Are they gonna be regular houses?
I think so. Good. Yeah, I think so.
Well, you can send me your lands. We just got
Hey, like young,
If there's anyone here that wants to speak at the public hearing, if you would sign up.
You got a pen?
No, you're good, guys, doing good.
I'm good. David, how are you?
We will call the meeting to order September 22nd, 2025. Do a roll call. Steve Janakis.
Here.
Dusty Jordan.
Here.
Ron Mayberry.
Here.
Ron Puckett.
Here.
Ricky Murray.
Here.
Keith Nash.
Here.
Devin Pickard.
Here.
Matthew Barnhill.
Here.
Paul Callicott.
Here.
Clay Chester. Here. Danny Clark.
Here.
Todd Collins. And Wayne Thompson.
Here.
We have 12 present, 1 absent. And now, we will open the floor up for election of our new chairman. Any nominations? Commissioner Jordan.
Make a motion to to keep our chairman, Keith Nash.
Have a nomination for Commissioner Nash, any other? Second by Commissioner Pickard. Any other nominations? Yes, sir, Mr. Clark.
Move the nomination, Steve, select by acclamation.
Is there a second for that? I don't think we need a second for that. All those in favor of electing Keith Nash as our chairman, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Commissioner Chairman.
The next item of business is election of a vice chair. Entertain motions in regards to that. Commissioner Clark.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we set aside the nominations and elect Claude Callicutt by acclamation.
I have a motion by Commissioner Clark to set aside nominations and to seat Commissioner Callicutt by acclamation. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Jordan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Commissioner Callicutt. Next item is an election of a chair of the parliamentarian. Commissioner Jordan.
Set aside nominations and retain Ron Mayberry.
I have a motion by Commissioner Jordan to set aside nominations and to reappoint Commissioner Mayberry as our parliamentarian, second by Commissioner Giannakis. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Mayberry. I have not asked anybody to lead us in opening prayer or a pledge. If it's okay, then I'll ask Commissioner Callicutt if you'll lead us in the opening pledge, and I'll offer a prayer. Dear Father in heaven, we are grateful to be in your presence tonight, and we ask that you bless these proceedings and let us to do the business of this county in a fashion that would bring honor and glory to you. In light of all the things that have gone on in the last week, Father, we just are so thankful that we have the opportunity to discuss and debate the issues of this county in a peaceful way, without fear of violence and without the silliness that we see out there in the world. And we just thank you for letting us live in a community like this. Let us do your will. Let us be a good example. Let us bring wisdom and honor to your name in all of our proceedings. It's in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The next item is an approval of the agenda. There are a couple things that we need to add. Without objection, Ms. Marcy Alexander with the Hickman County Chamber of Commerce will address us prior to the public comment period. She has a couple things she wants to get out in front of this body. And I think that actually it's the only one I've got. So that will be the only change to the agenda, is adding Ms. Marcy Alexander with the Hickman County Chamber of Commerce prior to the public comment period. With that change in mind, you have an agenda in front of you. Have a motion by Commissioner Mayberry to approve. Motion by Commissioner Pickard to second that. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ms. Marcy?
Good evening, everybody. Would it be okay if I came up to give everybody something?
Just stay away from calls.
Okay. I just came here to personally invite all of you to our next quarterly membership meeting, which is going to focus on tourism. And you all have been kind enough to help us to plan a budget for this coming year. And we have Ryan French with South Central Tennessee Tourism that is coming, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation about some great things, great news for Hickman County having to do with tourism, And so I just wanted to invite everybody, if you can just pass those down. We would love to have you come. And towards the end of our presentation, it would be great to have like a question and answering kind of a talk with everybody too. So if there's questions, you all will be able to speak directly to us as the Chamber of Commerce. And with Ryan French as well. And I'm also working on having a couple of our top tourist attractions come and speak with you all as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support, and please come. We'd love to have you there. Thank you.
Thank you. The next item is the public comment period. Commissioner Talcott? The first name on the list is Mr. Ethan Post. Hey, Ethan, before you start.
Yep.
So, Ethan asked me a bunch of good questions tonight before the meeting, and I appreciate him asking me those questions. So just to clarify, to make sure everybody understands, the public comment period was established by the General Assembly for all legislative bodies in the state of Tennessee. It is for the opportunity for the citizens to address anything that's going to come up to be voted on that night in front of that particular deliberative body. And so it's kind of couched in this venue. And obviously Ethan's very aware of that. But I would also encourage anyone to reach out to their commissioner. This is not a debate. I mean, we can't have a discussion with you. It's just you tell us what you would like for us to hear. But beyond that, I would encourage you and everyone to reach out to their individual county commissioners who represent them and make sure that their views are understood about anything that's coming up as well. So because that could be a little bit more dialogue in that particular type of conversation. So, anyway, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Just tonight, I'm going to address 2529. I was at the meeting in which Commissioner Nash, I think, argued for that. I just want to say I think the argumentation was very good. I think it's a wise idea. I've lived in areas of very high growth, and although I'm in the part of the county that's not experiencing growth, I could see that if I was in East County, in an area that was rural, generally rural, I can see how fast developers can come in and transform that into large neighborhoods very quickly, and often without the infrastructure that's required. I've seen, for example, in San Antonio, entire neighborhoods not completed because they don't have the infrastructure even in San Antonio. So I think the rules that he put forth or argued that was put forth are probably a good idea and give us a little teeth in making sure that nothing happens under our watch too quickly and too easily without proper infrastructure resources. Am I addressing the right thing there? Okay, that's all I had to say.
The next person to speak is Mr. Austin Page. He's also on Resolution 2529.
So I'll start by saying you had a really nice prayer. It made me think a lot about Saul and David and how the king was unanointed but desired leadership. And he had to learn how to pass the torch on and listen to the people around him, and how you can be functionally correct and spiritually wrong in your intentions. I want to speak to this resolution. Again, our growth zone is already small. It is being shrunk again. And I'm going to call light to this. Can you speak to me? Can I ask you a question? I didn't know if this was being recorded online or not because there was some marketing terms to ask. Why would I trust you? Why would I trust someone who's been the Oz behind the Water Authority of Dixon in the last 2 years to change our zoning ordinances in 30 days and force every one of us to do it? A lot of the community also believes, Claude, that you are attempting to control the value of the dirt. Disagree, agree, it doesn't matter. Danny, you're excessive control to be mayor in power has changed the,
Mr. Chairman,
has changed the.
Mr. Chairman?
I'm not insulting anybody.
Mr. Chairman.
Changed the ability for.
if I
you
cannot
to
address
listen.
him, he cannot address
I'm
me.
not addressing for his conversation, I'm just speaking. I'm not
There's only one Danny
attacking.
Clark in the room, he cannot
Okay,
use
all
our
right.
name.
Commissioner, Mr. Commissioner, put your yellow shirt on. My thought process is, our growth zone is already being attacked. We do not have the utilities and the infrastructure we need. And now, in 30 days, we're gonna change the R1 resolution and live by it for the next 25 years. And the idea is always developers. There's already rules. If I put in a road, it's gonna be bonded, it has to be paved, it has to pass T-deck. Once again, you're not hurting the developers. You're hurting someone small in the community who has land. I'm not saying we shouldn't do this tonight, but what I am telling you is I think it needs to be postponed. And I did get the blessing from Mr. Collins. He's not able to be here due to his health. But he believes as well that this should be postponed and tabled for a little bit more discussion. Take that as you will. I trusted a lot of you. I certainly don't anymore, and most of the community can see right through it. So our taxes have gone up, they're going up next year, and we fought growth, we fought development, and we don't even specify in this potential resolution 2 lots, 10 lots, 20 lots, but we're gonna change this resolution that fast. I'm not saying that there can't be additional R1 restrictions. I'm just saying 30 days is too quick for that. So I rest my case at that, Mr. Commissioner.
Next item is adoption of the minutes from the Monday, August 24th meeting of the legislative body.
Motion adopted.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Giannakis, second by Commissioner Thomason. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The minutes are adopted. The chair is unaware of any special recognitions, memorials, commendations, anything that can be brought up. Elections, appointments, and confirmations. It's probably something we should address at some point in time, because the committees have met in September. In the past, the nominating committee would have met earlier in the month of September and put out that list of names, but since we kind of reorganized several years ago, we haven't done that. Just to confirm this, you know, probably a good to have a motion from the floor and a second and a vote to confirm the membership of the Public Safety Committee, the Budget Committee, the Finance Committee, the Planning Commission, and Solid Waste. Those are kind of that large group that is standing, and I don't think that has occurred at this point in time. So
I'll make a motion to approve those committees as stated.
in other words, the existing membership. So a motion by Commissioner Giannakis to approve of the existing membership to continue, second by Commissioner Mayberry. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Oh, sorry.
I think we need to change some committees, like I'm on solid waste, I'd rather be on the planning commission. I think everybody needs to serve on the planning commission at least one time. These new guys, I don't think they realize how much involved in planning, and I think they would get a better understanding if we keep the same people on every committee. I don't feel like nobody's getting a learning experience from the committee.
So, would it be okay if we take everybody, is the issue right now with the planning commission?
I believe planning and solid waste is the only thing that anybody changes, right? I mean,
How does the body want to go forward with that? Do you want to go send this back to a nominating committee and let the nominating committee work? Commissioner Clark?
The planning commission meetings are open to the public, but I very rarely see any commissioners in the audience unless there's something big going on with the land use plan. So that would be a good beginning, rather than be on the committee and learn what the committee does. I think Mr. Calicut and you, Mr. Chairman, can speak to the fact that it takes a good year to get your feet in under a little time in the audience. I don't disagree with Matthew. Todd and I worked it out. He's on the 911 committee, and I told him I'll do solid waste, and he didn't have to worry about it. If Matthew doesn't want to be on solid waste, I think he should talk to Commissioner Thomason about that. I just don't know why anybody would want to be on the planning committee that a lot of them don't come to the planning committee meetings to start a process that I think the best thing we've done in the 20-something years I've been doing this is get the committees like we've got them, and I'm a little hesitant to venture off into changing them.
There's a motion and a second on the floor to keep it like it is, but I mean, if we want to do something different, this is the time for someone to make a motion, because there is a motion and a second on the floor. Seeing none, roll call vote on the motion as presented.
Steve Janakis,
Yes.
Dusty Jordan,
Yes.
Ron Mayberry,
Yes.
Ron Puckett,
Yes.
Ricky Murray,
Yes.
Keith Nash,
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barhill,
No.
Paul Calcott,
Yes.
Clay Chester. Yes. Danny Clark,
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yeah. No.
10 yes, 2 no, 1 absent.
10 yes, 2 no, 1 absent. Does any commissioner wish to change his vote?
10 yes, 2 no, 1 absent.
Motion carries. We have several, goodness gracious, several nominees for notaries. Hope Danielle Brewer, Andrea Michelle Firkins, Kelly Ann Galen, Ann Hooten, Christy A. Jett, Lisa R. Jones, Brittany Lauren Lamb, Edward James Lorenz, Jamie Christina Rose, Amy Sullivan Sawyer, and Barbara A. Toon are the 11 names that have requested to be notaries in the county. Chair would entertain a motion to approve. Motion to approve by Commissioner Chester, second by Commissioner Thomason. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Those are approved. Are there any other appointments or confirmations? I'm not aware of any bonds that are to be approved. I'm unaware of any quarterly or annual reports. Next item is communications from the county mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I got back to work full-time Tuesday, so I'm getting my legs back under me and getting back up to speed. I would like to inform this county commission that our county audit went really well. We had a clean audit. It closed out last Thursday on the 18th. One of the discussion points, though, about the audit was concerning some commissioner training. So please, commissioners, if you have any training that needs to be done or caught up, please do that. They really stressed that in the audit, but other than that, it was a clean audit. So I'm very proud of that fact. My office was contacted last week about renaming a part of Highway 100 from River Park to Highway 50 West for Chief Shannon Irwin. I really think it's a great idea. He meant a lot to his community, the community meant a lot to him. He served in the public capacity for a very long time after he came back from the Marine Corps. So I think we really need to take that into consideration, and we'll get with the chair, if you don't mind, sir, and find out how we need to go about pursuing that. As far as the EMS station at Pinewood, Matt and I have a meeting in the morning at 9 a.m. With the security company. The radio people should have been out there today installing wiring for the antennas and the speakers. I would like to rebuttal something that was in the newspaper. It was unclear, and after reading the article, I was very distraught about our VSO officer. There was a lot of things in there that I don't want to say wasn't true, but the story wasn't completely told. So, as of October 1, Rick Humphrey will be retired. There is a new job description in the works. It is moving that VSO officer from a full-time position to a part-time position. And she will probably have a new office elsewhere than where it is currently. They have started moving things out that do not belong to the county. It all belongs to the military. They've been moving it, storing it somewhere else. I don't know why. I've asked, no answer. So that's where we're at on the VSO. I just wanted this body to be aware that we will have a VSO officer, but it will be moving to part-time. Any questions?
Any questions for the county mayor? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One item that he did say is they bring it up in the financial audit of the county about commissioners not having had all of the training that they're supposed to have had. At this point, it's still just a mentioning item. At some point in time, it may be something that we get penalized on. So I would encourage you, if you need to get some continuing education hours, that you do that before it comes back to haunt us. Next item is commission and board reports, committee reports, rather. First item is the planning commission.
The minutes, they're in the packet, and, worked on the land use plan, getting pretty close on it. Then the resolution, that 2529, we'll talk about that later when it comes up at the end. But, I don't know, that's about it. I'll take any questions if anybody has them.
Solid Waste Committee.
We did meet, in the minutes in the packet, we did not elect chairman, vice chairman. We will do that in the next month, in October meeting. Anybody have any questions? All I got.
Health, Safety, and Properties Committee.
Most people were present, the minutes are in the packet, I'll entertain any questions. I do have two pieces of housekeeping we need to do on that. Does anybody have any questions about what is going on so far? Health and safety. The house cleaning. We talked about this in the meeting. EMA, Pete, is eligible for a grant. The city is willing to pay half the match if we'll pay the other half. Does everybody remember that, Vince? I'm gonna make the motion that the legislative body approve that. I make the motion that the legislative body approve, acknowledge that we're willing to pay 6% of the match along with the city of Centerville.
Got a motion by Commissioner Clark, second by Commissioner Thomason. Any discussion? Commissioner Pickers.
Remind me, what's the grant for?
Generators.
Okay.
Am I correct, Pete?
Yes, sir.
It's generators for the ambulance centers.
Any discussion on the motion?
What was our 6%?
The grant cap is gonna be $100,000, so 6% of that would be somewhere around 6,000. Somebody have a math, so 6,000.
The most available in this grant is 100,000, so the most we'll be obligated to is 6,000.
Thank you.
Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Justin Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Yes.
Ron Puckett.
Yes.
Ricky Murray.
Yes.
Keith Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barnhill.
Yes.
Paul Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester. Yes. Andy Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
12 yes, 1 absent.
12 yes, 1 absent. Does any commissioner wish to change his or her vote?
12 yes, 1 absent.
Motion carries. Mr. Clark.
The other piece of business is, the heart monitors and CPR devices for the ambulance service. Alan has spoke about those. He's in the process of upgrading it. I want to make a motion to surplus the present monitors and devices so he can use them for a trade-in.
Have a motion to surplus the existing heart monitor, second by Commissioner Thompson, and this will be for the purposes of being able to trade those in. Any other discussion on the motion? Without objection, Mr. Livengood would like to address the body.
Are we including the CPR devices in the trading as well?
Yes.
We should do that.
The motion is for the heart monitors and the CPR devices.
Any other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Dusty Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Yes.
Don Puckett.
Yes.
Ricky Murray.
Yes.
Keith Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barnhill.
Yes.
Bob Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester.
Yes.
Danny Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
12 yes, 1 absent.
12 yes, 1 absent. Does any commissioner wish to change their vote?
12 yes, 1 absent.
Motion carries. Anything else, Commissioner Clark?
That's it.
Finance Committee.
We did meet, minutes in your packet. If you have any questions, I would like to make a motion to approve the financial summary for, September, month before that, August? No, September, yeah.
Have a motion to approve the August financial summary, second by Commissioner Giannakis. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Dusty Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Yes.
Ron Puckett.
Yes.
Ricky Murray.
Yes.
Keith Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barnhill.
Yes.
Bob Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester.
Yes.
Danny Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
12 yes, 1 absent.
12 yes, 1 absent. Does any commissioner wish to change their vote?
12 yes, 1 absent.
12 yes, 1 absent. Anything else from the Finance Committee?
All I got.
Budget, Finance, and Human Resources Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We met. The minutes from the meeting are in the packet. We do have 6 budget amendments I'd like to review tonight. I'm going to do it in 2 groups. So 2612 in the amount of $5,400. This is for the library. This is some reserve that they're going to rework their flower beds outside the library. 2612 in the amount of $31,950. This is for EMA to purchase some CPR devices. 2614 in the amount of $1,410. This is the drug fund. This is for canine school training. And 2615 in the amount of $2,250. This is Casey's office for some printing supplies. I'll make a motion to approve these budget amendments as presented.
I have a motion by Commissioner Giannakis, and please listen, make sure I got it right, to approve a budget amendment 2612, 2613, 2614, and 2615.
Correct.
Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Jordan. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Dusty Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Yes.
Ron Puckett.
Yes.
Ricky Murray.
Yes.
Keith Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barnhill.
Yes.
Bob Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester.
Yes.
Danny Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
12 yes, 1 absent.
12 yes, 1 absent. Does any commissioner wish to change his vote?
12 yes, 1 absent.
Budget amendment is approved. Commissioner Giannakis.
Next 2 budget amendments are for the school, 2616 in the amount of $181,407. This is the reclass and budget lines for a school psychologist, as well as move some money for some capital items that were in their budget. 2617 in the amount of $702,075.39, and this is some bonuses from the state, and I make a motion to approve these 2 budget amendments.
Have a motion to approve Budget Amendment 2616 and 2617 by Commissioner Giannakis, second by Commissioner Jordan. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Dusty Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Pass.
Ron Puckett.
Pass.
Ricky Murray.
Yes.
Keith Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickering.
Yes.
Matthew Barker.
Yes.
Bob Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester.
Pass.
Danny Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
9 yes, 3 pass, 1 absent.
9 yes, 3 pass, 1 absent. The motion is approved. Does any commissioner wish to change his or her vote?
Nine yes,
Jump the gun.
3 pass, 1 absent.
Anything else from Budget Committee?
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Health Foundation? Agricultural Extension Committee? Public Records Committee? Economic and Community Development?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, gentlemen. My monthly status report is in the packet. 2 pieces of amazing news for tonight that we've all been waiting for. First, Hickman County has officially been granted 3-star status. We now qualify for all the advantages 3-star counties can tap into, like special grants, sometimes lower matching funds percentages, etc. So our formal recognition and awards presentation will happen at the Governor's Conference this month. Our mayor and whoever else is there in attendance will be there to accept on our behalf. Part 2 of this good news is we have been approved for our 3-star project as well. The state has awarded us our $75,000 request to launch our new Entrepreneurship Center. Now, this project is in partnership, of course, with Main Street. In fact, they're project lead on it, and the Chamber. Just a side note, there were 55 project requests across the state, and only 33 were approved, and we were one. So we're excited about the center and what it would do for our communities. Another note, why entrepreneurship is so important for rural counties. I was doing some research, and according to recent state reports and an economic research survey that I found, in Tennessee rural counties, small businesses account for 54.3% of employment. Entrepreneurship is essential for rural county success. Rural entrepreneurs tend to use local resources like labor, supplies, and services. So more of the economic circulation stays within the community rather than leaking out. So we're excited about the support of this program. And we're calling all entrepreneurs, or those who are thinking about it. There will be a place coming soon for you to come and develop your ideas, and with workshops and seminars and speakers to get you inspired to go for it. And lastly, featured in our Hickman Hires report tonight is a new company located here called Freedom Packaging. You may have seen the construction going up on Highway 46 and Mr. Rinker's property. Had a great conversation with Operation Managers Tim Stiles. I think he's listening tonight. He gave us these details about his company and who he's hiring. It's a family-owned business with locations in Georgia and Alabama. They package cement and mortar products. They're looking for up to 5 full-time warehouse associates, people with high character and integrity. And he says that we can train for everything else, Carlos. It's $18 an hour, full benefits, 401k. The schedule is Monday through Friday, 7 to 4, weekends off. They'll even certify forklift operations if needed. So they want to complete their hiring in November, operations start in December. So if you're interested, please contact Tim directly at Tim, the email is tim@freedompackagingproducts.com. I have his number too, if you'd like it. Thank you all so much. And
Thank you.
that's it for me. Any questions? Yes.
Is the Entrepreneur Center an office? Will that be like in the chamber, or where is that?
Very good question, because I love the visual. It will be in the chamber office, and you may already know Main Street and Chamber share that office. So the idea is that the center, that place will be where we host all the programming, the events, the seminars, workshops. People can come and get that support to help develop business ideas. Thank you for that.
Any other questions for Mr. Moore?
Thank you.
Board of Zoning Appeals.
We had a meeting and, the minutes are in the packet. I'd be glad to answer any questions if you have any.
Any questions for the BZA? Industrial Board. The Industrial Board did meet. Ms. Moore, would you reach out to the Industrial Board? We don't have any minutes from those folks, I don't believe. And it would be good if we kind of stay on top of that. Ms. Reese?
I met with them last month, and, I did tell them that they need to get the minutes into Christie, and, but, you know,
Thank you, will do.
Just
yeah.
give them a little gentle nudge.
Will
Please.
do.
Carl, if you need some more gentle nudging, Randy can help. So,
Thank you, will do.
Opioid Settlement Board?
Meeting notes are in the packet. If there's any questions, I'll take them now.
Any questions on opioid settlement?
Hang on just a second, Mr. Chairman. According to the bylaws that were written for that board, the end of the first team members are coming off of that board. They're selected for 2-year terms. So they're gonna need to be replaced. So we're gonna start looking at replacing them starting May 26th. That's the end of their 2 years, and we'll have to find some new board members. There's one person on the board, there's one position on the board that's still open as of today. It's been open since Ms. Carla has been gone. I would really like to fulfill it with a county commissioner. Any volunteers? So if you have any questions concerning the opioid board, please feel free to reach out to me, my office, or somebody on the board. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you. Animal Shelter Advisory Board? Library Board?
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, I'm sorry, Commissioner Clark.
On the, I guess it's a good time to bring it up. I spoke to you about the city, if I'm informed right, I was hoping Austin would be here. The city has waived their building permit fee for this project. And I was asked if we would do similar to the AFT. I agree that I don't think we've ever expected any AFT out of the building because once it's being built on our property, therefore it'll be our building. But just to make things easier, I'd like to make a motion that we forgive the AFT on that building for the group that's building it.
Have a motion to set aside the AFT fee on the construction of the animal control building. Second by Commissioner Chesser. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Steve Janakis.
Yes.
Dusty Jordan.
Yes.
Ron Mayberry.
Yes.
Ron Puckett.
Yes.
Ricky Byrd.
Yes.
Steve Nash.
Yes.
Devin Pickard.
Yes.
Matthew Barhill.
Yes.
Bob Callicott.
Yes.
Clay Chester.
Yes.
Danny Clark.
Yes.
Wayne Thomas.
Yes.
12 yes, 1 absent.
Is any 12 yes, 1 absent? Does any commissioner wish to change his vote?
12 yes, 1 absent.
Motion carries. Anything else? Library Board? Any other committee or board reports? The chair would entertain a motion that all these minutes go into the packet, to our main minutes. Motion by Commissioner Clark, motion by Commissioner Callicott, second by Commissioner Giannakis. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? You have in your packet a upcoming meeting schedule. At this time, does anyone have any changes they want to try to make to that? Commissioner Callicott?
The planning commission time needs to be 6:30. It was 7 last month because we had the holiday and had the bump and all that, but it needs to go back to 6:30.
Any other changes? If you can catch me between now and noon tomorrow or Christie, we'll get those updated. Is there any unfinished business? There are 3 new items, new business. One is, the first is Resolution 2529, followed by Resolution 2530 and Resolution 2531. All of these are planning and zoning related, which are subject to the 2-month rule. So they'll be in excess of 60 days for people to have this to look at. You have, we can discuss any of those tonight, but we will not be voting until October on those. So does anyone have anything to speak in regards to Resolution 2529? Commissioner Clark.
I got a few phone calls. It all started this afternoon with some confusion, even a couple of commissioners confused over the 2529. It's as simple as it can get as far as resolutions go. The intent with this, I'll go back to the intent when we created the R1. The R1 was created for the purpose of making the path a little smoother for the developer when he develops a subdivision, because if people are aware of it or not, the developer's required to, any roads or water lines within the subdivision of the development that he's doing, he's responsible for them. So we work the R1 available only in the growth area around Bon Aqua, that whatever it is, 60 square miles or so up there. On that, simply because of the setbacks and the lot sizes. The lot sizes go a little bit smaller. And the setbacks are a little bit different, that allow the lots to be a little closer together, so when the developer is putting down that asphalt or laying that water line, he basically can get more mailboxes on him to spread the cost out across more. It's to encourage the development. That's why the R1 came along. To my knowledge, the R1 has not been used for that. It seems like every R1 that we've had bounce up in front of us in here is on a road that nobody would ever consider putting a 20-house subdivision on. That is the reason for this amendment to the zoning resolution. And I'm encouraging, if you got any questions tonight, ask them tonight. Come to the planning committee meeting the first part of next month, and get your questions answered so you would be ready to vote on this. The R1 has not been requested for its intent. We're talking about true development, and if you were to define development, it is just that, developing, not requesting that it be developed. There's a stipulation in here on the right-of-way for the road. It's 30 foot. There's a stipulation in here that there be potable water put on it. We break these roads up into 3 classes in zoning. It's the feeder at the bottom, the arterial, and the collectors. Arterial's at the top. As the county grows, this body will have to appropriate money on those arterial roads, because the growth of the county and more traffic in the county. I live on 100, and it takes me a lot longer to get pulled out of the driveway than it did 20 years ago. So we're looking at that. What we're not looking at is developing the feeder roads so that they'll be more developable. That should fall on the developers. And I had forgot about this, so I'll look over there and see Commissioner Puckett. Some of the wisest words on zoning I've ever heard, and I've been involved in the zoning since 2006 when we did it, came from Mr. Puckett's father-in-law. If there's not enough road there to develop the property, that means the property is not ready to be developed. And as simple as that sounds, that's it. And the purpose of this resolution is that in the blue corner, in the growth area up there, if the road is not 30 foot, we're not going to change the zoning to R1, because there's no need in putting a subdivision down there until the road is brought up to standard. And if there's any questions on that, I'll try to answer them, or you can come to the planning meeting on Tuesday to see if you can get the answer you need for that. Because a month from now, you'll be expected to vote on it.
Commissioner Mayberry, I saw your hand next.
I'm looking for a clarification on something. A while ago, I think it was you, Commissioner Nash,
60 days from now, we're gonna vote on it, but it's actually 30. Am I correct?
Well, we will be voting on this in the October meeting of the county commission.
Thank you.
And that's by our rules that.
Yes, sir. I was just looking for clarification, sir.
Commissioner Calcott.
The only thing I was gonna add, some more of the discussion that came out of the planning commission is that if the water line's not there, the water line can be put in. Or the road can be brought up to specs, and then it qualify for rezoning. I mean, it's not saying that it's, that the developer can't improve the road or put the water line, and whatever infrastructure needs to be done. I mean, but we're just saying is that that's gonna have to be corrected, fixed before the zoning can go down to R1.
Commissioner Thompson.
I got a question. Who's gonna take over the roads after they're built? Is the county or the developer gonna take it over the road?
Any road built in a subdivision must be built to the specifications of the county highway.
I understand that, but who's gonna maintain it?
For the first year, the developer maintains them, then the highway department takes them over.
Okay.
But they have to be built to their standards. And the same thing would apply on any road that has been upgraded by the developer to get to the property. I've worked with developers in the past that we would run sewer lines, water lines, and roads anywhere from 2 to 5 miles to get to the development, to then build all the roads, sewer lines, and water lines in the development. And all that be on the developer's dime, not on the taxpayer's dime.
He had a question.
He being?
The guy raised his hand.
Is there an objection? Eric?
I was reading the bylaws and the new zoning resolution changes, that's not been published yet. My understanding, on a 2 reading, I believe there should be 2 votes. There should be 1 reading, 1 vote, and then the second reading, the second vote. Is there someone that can clarify that? Because since the bylaws and the zoning resolution have been changed, and I know they've been changed, that information has not been published yet. And it's not to where, and I was looking for it. I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention.
I believe that was explained pretty much ad nauseum when this body made that change, that we were gonna talk about it for 2 months, but there would be 1 vote at the end of the second month.
And that came from Sam Edwards' recommendation. When all that was, he was brought in to, and he said it needs to be 1 vote. 2 hearings is fine with 1 vote.
Are you gonna comment on this specific thing or something in the generality of the world?
No, that specific thing, is there anything in writing stating that to where, I know it might be understood, I was just wondering if there's anything in writing for anyone to be able to.
Mr. Bly said, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll run that back by the county attorney tomorrow to ensure, but I know that specific item was ran by the Sam Edwards, who I guess people think is the smartest guy in the whole world when it comes to planning, and that was his recommendation, and that's what we did, so. And again, not only did we do it, but that we explained that at this body, when the body adopted those changes.
Thank you.
Anything else for 2529? Commissioner Giannakis.
I read the resolution, and, when we talk about the right-of-way and the infrastructure, that's 2 pieces of information that I don't have a clue of what's got a 30-foot right-of-way and what's currently serviced by water. So I would like to make a motion that prior to the planning committee, that each commissioner that's sitting here on this board gets a copy of a map that specifies what has 30 foot and what has public water, so we are all informed prior to the county commission meeting in the next month.
And I think, if you don't, I'll try to just wade in on this without wading in too heavy, is that, the planning commission has done their job. anytime a resolution, a rezoning request has come to them, they have followed the rules that they have to follow. But there has been some rezoning requests on 16-foot dirt roads. We don't need to be putting houses on 16-foot dirt roads. I mean, that's my opinion. There was a zoning request to rezone a property that was not literally even touching an actual road. So but the planning commission has to send those up here because that was the rules. And so what we're trying to do is just clarify that, so some of this won't even come, hit this body, because those rules are promulgated now, so the planning commission and the planning department can advise those folks who bring these forward that doesn't apply. Because we've gotten, there's some really good ones that have come before us and have sailed through because they're good. Some of the same people have brought some before us that have not enjoyed that support. And so we're just trying to get it to the point where it makes sense. And I think Commissioner Clark did a good job of trying to clarify as to why we're doing it. Again, if somebody wants to build something, and they want to build a road, and they want to put the water in, let's go for it. This has nothing to do with A1, nothing at all. And anybody who sat through and had to pay for the Charleston Way issue years ago, this is what we're trying to stay away from, is something like that getting slipped in. And it can happen, and we just want to be careful of that. So,
I'd like to second his motion.
Which is?
I made a motion to put that,
But,
I'll get
so,
a copy of the maps.
So make sure I clear, the planning and zoning, if they pass it planning and zoning, it needs to come with a map. Or do you would you like to have that map
My
right
motion
now?
is to have that prior to the planning and zoning meeting that
Gotcha.
occurs.
But I mean, is it for the county-wide or just that specific property? I guess that's what I'm trying to find.
It's for the entire county.
Gotcha, okay. I'll make sure that everybody in this body has the county road list and the potable water map. And you can have that tomorrow. I'll get that to you by tomorrow.
Is that what you want?
That's exactly what I want.
Okay.
But I'll take the motion, or you can take the motion and you'll have it tomorrow in your email.
That's fine, I'll retract the motion if I can get it, I mean,
guys, this is public knowledge, I mean, this is.
No, I mean, as long as
I understand,
we
it's
get-
just,
I tell you what, just to make sure that hold my feet to the fire, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? There we go. Mr. Rayberry, is that it? Is that what you wanted to speak about?
Yes.
Anything else?
The process, I think that y'all missing something in the process here. When it comes out of the planning, that's their job, is if it comes out with a recommendation from the planning committee, that they would have already looked at the road list and verified with, and it's gonna be Bon Aquilao utility for us. Again, we're only talking about the growth area. This only applies to the growth area. That there is potable water on the road. There's no stipulation on the size of the water line, just that there potable water be there on the roads. But that's, I think this is a good time to educate that that's one of the things. When the three of us that are on the planning committee are sitting in the planning committee, the question is, does it meet the criteria? And that will be one of the questions on the yes or no coming from the planning committee, does it meet the criteria? Our desires, our wishes on the planning committee don't come into this. It's kind of like the beer permit process, Mr. Chairman, that you go through. It's not, do you think it ought to be there? Does it meet all the rules? Now, when it gets here, nobody sitting on this side of the rail is obligated by voting yes because it checks all the boxes. That's a misnomer. You vote at the pleasure of your constituents and how they feel about it. You're not under any tie like that. But anything as far as the road width, that'll come with the recommendation. But like the chairman said, I've got the road list, and I can check it anytime, that they put it out every year. It has the top, how the road is topped out, and the right-of-way width of every road. And if it's not on that list, it's not a county road. The private roads, they require a 5-acre minimum to do anything with those if it's a private road. Again, Matthew mentioned that everybody ought to have a chance on zoning, first Tuesday of every month. There's plenty of room.
Commissioner Rivera.
I wasn't questioning due diligence, and I'm still not. I was wanting, when I got on board with Commissioner Giannakis, was, I kinda wanna look at the impact on, and I know we asked for the whole county, but I'm wanting to look at the impact on this area that this resolution has to deal with. That's why I wanted it. I'm not questioning anything that's been done, that's just what I was looking for.
I mean, I think that every commissioner in here needs to know what the classification of the roads are and where the water lines are. And I mean, goodness gracious, guys, and again, that's all public knowledge, and it's out there on just about lots of different spots. But I'll make sure that everybody here gets a copy of that tomorrow.
Well, I can tell you, I looked today and I couldn't find it myself, and I'm a county commissioner. So I think it'd be good for us to have it in our hands, as well as,
You'll have it tomorrow.
Put it out on our county website so everybody knows where that information is.
Anything else on resolution 2529, Commissioner Barnhill?
I've looked at the road list, and I think 30 foot is kind of excessive. I think there's some 25-foot roads that could be brought up. Because I'm worried that the developer, you ain't gonna be able to get the right of way widened, if it's up to 30 foot, if it's 25 foot. So I was gonna make an amendment that changed to 30 to 24 foot.
We'll have a broad, I'm sure, a robust debate next month on that. Commissioner Jordan.
I got a question, clarification. Says, minimum right-of-way of 30 feet, then I've heard interchange with the road at least way. The road width and the right-of-way are two different things. I mean, if you look at Highway 7 coming on into 100, the road width is what, like 40, 50 feet, but the right-of-way is 125 feet. So is it right-of-way or width of the road?
The county road list has two characteristics to it, besides the name and the length. It says what type of surface the road is, and it says right of way. That's an official document that everybody in this group, but we vote on every year.
Okay. I mean, I know we voted on it, but I didn't recall whether it was, because you said, people had said width of the road width, 15 feet is not wide enough, obviously it's not. But the right of way, at least on state highways, they're two different things. But county highways are saying they're not, right?
That's what's currently listed, right away. Commissioner Clark.
That, a lot of people have had that question, but that's the reason we go with right-of-way, because that's a constant. A 30-foot right-of-way, the width of the pavement could vary from one to the other, so we don't want to go out there and measuring the pavement, it's right-of-way. But I'd like to, if Mr. Giannakis had a hard time finding the road list, he being reasonably intelligent, could I ask that the mayor produced by the public safety meeting, 14 printed, stapled copies of the road list? I know you've got one and I've got one, but can you do that, Mayor? And everybody have one that they can carry with them and actually look at and not have to worry about where you go to find it. The zoning office can get you all that. Brooke can do that for you if you'll just ask them.
Be here the first meeting next month?
The public safety.
That might be something good to put on the county website if it's, that way everybody can look at it, access it.
I think so. Anything else on 2529? Resolution 2530 and 2531 are rezoning. Does anyone have anything to say to either of those? Those were inadvertently omitted last month, and it's my fault. Miss Ashley's not kind enough to be here again, but we'll get that squared away. 2530 and 2531. Commissioner Barnett.
I think 2530, I think they got the picture of the wrong property. I think that's we sold the RV park.
Yeah.
And they need to be on the other side, I think it's the wrong property.
So the picture that's going with the resolution was the wrong picture, or is it just highlighted the wrong
Well,
piece
you
of
can't
property?
really see the property that they bought, it's kinda out, yeah.
I will take a look at that, and if that needs to get changed, it'll be emailed to everyone tomorrow. Yep. Commissioner Barnhill is absolutely correct. Anything on resolution 2531? Is there any other new business? Are there any announcements or statements? If not, Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Thompson, second by Commissioner Calicut. Thank you,
That little subdivision, I mean.
You know,
When you say 25 foot road, you mean
How you doing? Oh, did they really? Yes, I did. Yeah. Well, it is thanks to me because I hired Beth. No, she's good.
They can come
into your yard.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. She'll like it. It's a good place
But I thought about you tonight, and I wanted to say.
That's good. That's great to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah.